Hello, beautiful being. I'm Trini, and welcome to Inner Dreams. Welcome to your reading. I'm so grateful that you're taking time to tune in to see what messages are flowing in from Spirit for you. I'm going to take a moment to clear the energy and bless it. Okay? So, we're using my ritual blend called Clear Connection. This is to bring protection to you as you connect with high frequency energies, to get all the messages that you need. You have protection, and you have complete and total understanding and awareness of everything that you need to know for your soul's journey, and so that you stay on your intended path of travel, on your journey of abundance and love. Ashe. Whew. Okay. I was feeling that. Okay. All right, I'm going to pull a charm for you, beautiful being. Messages have been coming in over the past couple days, so I'm really excited to share those with you. Okay, I know they'll come back to me as I move forward through this reading for you. Thank you, Divine. Okay. Yeah, this is a baby carriage, but you're birthing something very powerful in your life. For some of you, this is a human that you're bringing into the world, but for many of you, this is something that you have been giving time, energy, and effort to in order to build. You're building something. In fact, when I was preparing for the reading, the song "We Built This City," we built this city on rock and roll. So you might want to take a listen to that song. It's not something that I listen to often, but it just popped into my head. And what Divine is saying is that you have built something so beautiful and so precious. So please continue to nurture it. And please don't allow the negative intentions of others to stand in the way of enjoying and celebrating what you've built. Okay? Yeah, you're a very creative being, and creative energies have been flowing to you from the Divine for your entire life. Okay? For your entire life, you've been coming into this space, arriving to this space of celebrating what you have created for a lifetime. Like, that's the energy that's been building up for you, is where you get to a point where you are in awe of what you've created because it's so amazing. This energy is going to come to you in a variety of ways. For some of you, you're standing back and you're looking at the beings that you have birthed into this world. You might be a parent and you're in awe of the children that you've created, the humans that you've created, and very divine beings. I keep getting this. Put this charm back in here. You might see something in it when you look into it. But I keep getting this energy that people who are drawn to my readings, you're very good parents. Okay? You are a very good parent. And you had a very important job of bringing the life into the world that you have so that they can bless this world with divine energy. Okay? I want to remind you that this is a general reading, so if there's something that doesn't resonate, just know that that's for someone else. Okay? That's okay. We're sharing sacred space, so that happens. Thank you, Divine. Yes. You are a builder, a creator. There's a failure that you experienced, or there's something that you went through that you processed it as a failure. You felt like it was... You wished that you could go back and undo it. Okay? You wished you hadn't even given any of your time and energy to it. For some of you, this is a relationship, a love relationship. For some of you, this is in your parenting. It's so beautiful that Spirit brought through that message that if you are a parent to a human being in this world, you are a great one. But you may have felt like you had failed at that. Okay? And for some of you, this is that you felt like you have failed at something you tried to build. And Divine is bringing through, hey, you built this. with that song, We Built This City. You built this. This is something amazing that deserves to be celebrated, but you might not be celebrating yourself right now. Divine is saying that it's time to celebrate who you are and what you've done and what you do. What you dedicate your time and energy to, it is very beautiful. You may have felt like something came undone or like it was a failure. But Divine doesn't see you that way. Divine doesn't see what you did, what you created, what you built in that way. Divine sees it as a true success that brings abundance. You have abundance available to you because of what you have invested your time and energy into. And I'm seeing that there are I'm seeing a circle of demons. And this is demonic energy that's attempted to come to you through the people around you. For some of you, it's in your work environment. For some of you, it's through family members. And for some of you, it's community. It's the people that live around you. But there's negative energy that people have tried to throw at you. And you processed this negative energy at certain points. I feel like you've grown from this place. But at a certain point, you thought that their lack of acceptance of you was because you were doing something wrong. Or because something was wrong with you. But, oh no. You were always doing it right. Even when you didn't realize it. Even when you felt like you were failing. You were doing right because your intentions were pure. Because you are a divine chosen being. And you've been chosen to radiate miraculous divine energy to people around you. To people all around the world. That's the beauty of globalization, right? You can interact with anyone from all around the world. Just like that. You have so much power in your hands. And there was someone who was trying to make you think that there was something that you did wrong or that there was something wrong about you. And it's complete bullshit, because the reason why they sent those energies to you was because of their own insecurity. Someone may have criticized you. Divine is saying that the very thing that they criticized you for, they criticized you because they wish that they were like you in that area. They wish that they had that aspect, that characteristic within themselves that they observed in you. And they couldn't handle that. They couldn't handle that envy. They couldn't handle that jealousy. So they sent darts your way. Okay? If there is something that still hurts about this energy that was sent to you, if there's still pain within your heart space, or if your mind, like sometimes you might replay something that someone said to you and it's hurtful and painful, but you keep remembering when they said it. And Divine is saying that that energy can be cleared. You can use cut and clear. My ritual blend is great for that. Cut and clear. You can take a spiritual bath. You can use the power of lemon peel. It's very cleansing. Very cleansing. Burdock root is great for psychic attacks. But you can clear that energy that you have connected with from these negative entities. And you've been working hard to do this, but Divine is saying that your work is beneficial and it has put you on the right path in order to let go of this pain. Just continue to remain with that effort of clearing those thoughts and clearing that energy and clearing that feeling of failure. You know that this path that has sometimes brought pain to you, it actually is a path of major abundance. It's bringing major abundance into your life. I'm going to pull one more from here. Friendship. There's a really beautiful energy in your life, okay? And it is the vibe of friendship. And for some of you, this is coming to you with your connection with your child. For some of you, it's with a parent. For some of you, it is with a lover. And for some of you, it's a friendship that's being restored. But there is positive connection that's happening in your life. For some of you, this is a connection that you have with a virtual community, an online community. Okay, that is very powerful. All right, that is very powerful, and that's one reason why I nurture this right here within her dreams, because I want you to have a space where you can come to get good energy, good vibes from whenever you need it. Okay, but there is a positive energy of connection. This pink energy is very beautiful. You can light a pink candle in order to strengthen this vibe in your life. Okay, yes, pink. Wear pink. Okay, this is attracting the vibe, the feeling, the experiences that bring friendship and positive connection. And this also feels like restoration. This keeps coming to me that there was somebody, for some of you, okay, there's somebody who was sending really negative vibes to your love relationship. And this came through in a previous reading. Okay, I see it, I feel it, I know it's there. But they couldn't ruin something that was divine. Okay, for some of you, your romantic connection, your love connection is completely and purely divine. And yes, there were karmic lessons and phases that needed to, you needed to go through, some together, some individually. But everything has led you to a place where you are able to connect with this person in the most beautiful and divine way, because that's how it was intended to be by the universe. So whatever this person or these people did to try to infect your love connection with this beautiful being, they can't do it. It ends up being nothing. They are the ones who truly have failed. Okay? And so what you're experiencing now is restoration and renewal. That's a beautiful pink energy that you can experience with your love. Because red is very like in your face, sexual, sensual, passion, I'm here. Pink is more like, I love you and you're my best friend. I love you and we can have fun together. We can laugh together. We can play together. We can share what we want to share with each other and have this sweet, light connection with each other. But it's also deep. There's depth there too. But that pink energy brings just so much comfort and joy. So that's what is being restored to you in your life, in your world. And for those of you who haven't experienced this yet in love, this is what you're attracting. Okay? And for some of you, this is with a friendship, like a person that you're platonically connected with. Okay? It's really good connection, but it is platonic for some of you. Okay? Okay. Desert, vision quest. You've been in this state where you felt like you were in the desert. There's something that felt dry. There's something that felt like it was all dried up. You may have thought that this connection, this positive energy, that it was just, I feel like you had lost hope that it even existed. But the purpose of that dry spell, the purpose of that phase that you went through, where you felt like it just wasn't clicking, it wasn't happening, you weren't feeling it, there were maybe arguments, there was sadness, frustration. What Divine is saying is that you were feeling the negative energy that others were sending your way. Envy comes through my readings a lot, but it's because it's such a motivating emotion. When people feel envious, like they felt envious of your connection and of your vibrance and of your creative power, they don't just go in their house, mind their business, and feel envious. No, they want to destroy what they're envious of. They want to destroy it. And that becomes their obsession. And yes, they are mentally imbalanced. They are imbalanced in every way, spiritually, energetically, every way possible. They're imbalanced because anytime somebody feels like they have to ruin the goodness in your life to just be able to live another day. That is psychopathic. That's psychotic. That's crazy. But that's what you've been experiencing, is that negative energy. Okay? So be very mindful of your vibration. What thoughts are you thinking? How are you vibing? Are you feeling down? Is there an emotion that needs to be understood and embraced and held for a bit to understand it? Whether it's sadness, frustration, what is that frustration showing you? Is there something that needs to be said? Is there something that needs to be let go of? You can work through that. And then give yourself the gift of peace. Because even though they threw those darts your way, they could never stop you. They could never stop you. And they can never stop the goodness that's coming to you on your path. It's unstoppable. Okay? Summon. You're summoning your power. After that time of the desert, because the purpose of that was for you to gain vision. When there's something in your life that you feel like is withering away, it makes you either work to repair it or to make a plan B. And so that's what you've had the time to do, is you've had time to say, this seems like it's not working. What is it that I really want? You've been asking yourself, what is it that you really want? And that's a powerful question. Because ultimately what you want, what you find yourself wanting over an extended period of time, like you might remember back to childhood, this is something that you wanted, whether it was a peaceful love relationship, or maybe having a friend that you could depend on, or having a positive connection with a parent or with a sibling or a child, someone. It's something that you've wanted. And so you've been able to plan for that. You've been able to dedicate your energy to manifesting that. And that's why you're experiencing this ability now to summon your power and make what you want to happen, happen. Also, this is about taking your energy back from those vampires that were trying to throw darts at you because they were so jealous, so envious of you. You're saying, wait a minute, I don't care what your obsession is. At the end of the day, you know, these people are narcissists. They have all types of disordered ways of thinking and interacting socially and in their own relationships. You know, one reason, I'm gonna be real with you, one reason why you're able to summon so much power now is because the people who have consistently thrown negative energy your way, out of envy, out of jealousy, out of hatred, because they see you doing better, they see you having something so raw and primal that they've never felt. It's divine, and they've never felt it. They've never been able to achieve that level. And they see you doing it just on a Tuesday. And they hate that. But these people who have been sending this negative energy your way, what this experience has taught you is how to summon, how to use, how to harness this energy that they've sent you and make it what you want it to be. So some of that power, that restorative energy that's coming to you, whether it's within your love relationship or a friendship connection or in your creative endeavor, you're able to experience that power because now you're taking the vibes that they're sending you and you're like, wait a minute, I know what this is. I recognize it. And now I'm going to make this work for me. So maybe when somebody says something rude to you or critical, you're like, I know exactly what that is. You want that aspect of me. What you've criticized, that's actually what you wish you were. Okay? You're seeing people's insecurities. You're seeing their narcissism. You're seeing their disordered ways of living and thinking. And you're able to call a spade like that. Right on the spot. And it's not requiring so much energy for you to get your head around it and to understand it anymore because you've been reading. You've been listening. You've been paying attention to the messages that Spirit sends you. So you're understanding this process now. And you know what it is to experience an energy vampire. And now you're able to summon that energy and be like, oh, You thought you were going to come at me today. But now I'm going to take this energy and use it for what I want to use it for. Okay, you're making the bullshit that they send you work for you. And that's the most powerful thing that you can do. That's the most powerful thing that you can do, is learn to transform and transmute energy, making it work for you. The song Over the Rainbow was coming through for you. Somewhere over the rainbow. I love Patti LaBelle's version, but a lot of people sing it. Her version makes me cry, okay? But yeah, that came through for you because your dream is worth protecting. Your dream of love, of success, of abundance is worth continuing to nurture. There is nothing that is dried up and gone. That process, that phase where you thought that it was all gone, all hope, all faith, that was just to get you to understand the power that you have to indeed nurture your dreams, because they're not over. They're just getting started. They're just getting started. You're in your most powerful phase right now because you're actively building. You're actively building. For those of you who this is dealing with a relationship, the last year to 2 years has been about going back to the basics, figuring out the basics. And sometimes when you're in that stage in a relationship where you're trying to figure out the basics with each other, it indicates that within yourself, you might want to ask that question, what is it that I really want? Because maybe something's not being understood. You know, maybe something's not being understood. What is it that you want? Is your energy more masculine or more feminine? And I'm not talking about gender. I'm talking about divine energies. Okay? What do you connect with more? What do you identify with more? Masculine energies of protecting, providing, or feminine energies, nurturing, creating. Okay? Has nothing to do with gender. This is all about energies. And once you know what it is that you want, the role that you want to fulfill, or the roles that you want to fulfill in your love relationship, then that's power. Know thyself, you know? And also what's coming through is you may feel like there's something that you want in a love relationship, but maybe it's more traditional, or maybe it's outside the box somehow. Maybe it's not what most people would expect, but it doesn't matter what they expect or what they want. Okay? Other people's expectations are just that. They're other people's expectations. If you want to have a more nurturing role in your home, you can do that. You can manifest that. If you want to be provided for, you can manifest that. Or maybe you're more comfortable being out there and protecting your home and providing for your home. Whatever it is that you align with. Plan your life based on what it is that you want and what it is that you really, 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 truly align with. You've been building a solid foundation, and for some of you, this has involved some sort of separation. You may have been in separation from someone that you love or someone that you want to make it work with. But what this has helped you do is figure out what you want. What do you want? What do they want? Who are you? Who are they? How do you work together? How do you fit these pieces of who you are together? How do you build the life that you want to live? And how do you build a life that makes you happy and the person that you're involved with happy? It's a lot of moving parts, but this is something that has been coming together. Show me more. Ooh. Okay, we see Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck already. Page of Wands and Five of Swords. So there was a conflict with some kind of fiery energy here. Yeah. But I feel like also this Page of Wands is your creative inspiration. You may have felt over the past that your creative spark your passionate energy was just, it may have felt dry. Okay, it may have felt dried up. But I feel like, you know, with this Five of Swords, there was some definite conflict there. There was some competition going on. Maybe you felt like you had to compete with someone, or someone was trying to compete with you. That's funny. They can try. They ain't gonna succeed though, but they can try. Bless their hearts. You got the King of Cups here. So there's a King of Cups involved. This is loving energy. This is water. This is emotional connection. There's a masculine energy that wants connection. This could be you. This could be someone that you are involved with. They want connection. They may have come across a little unsure of how to move forward. Maybe there was some indecision here. Maybe there was what someone perceived as weakness. But what's really going on underneath is just the development of intuition. In this King of Cups, there's a lot of intuition that's developing. And it's kind of like getting their sea legs. You gotta get your sea legs. You gotta learn how to proceed with the gifts that you are now aware of. That takes time, that takes energy, and it requires patience. There's a King of Wands here as well. There may have been some lust involved somehow. There may have been some mismanagement of emotion. Some very heated emotional responses. Okay. I feel like this is the same person as the King of Cups. This is a very varied person, and they're getting to know the different aspects of themselves, because there's love, emotion, intuition, but there's also this attempt to understand themselves emotionally, where they may have been popping off too much, or they may have been volatile, but there are lessons being learned here. There was a lot of confusion surrounding emotional vibes. With the Seven of Cups, there was disillusionment, and this could be I see this again with that like I said, that circle of demonic energy. There was someone, or perhaps several beings, that were putting an illusion or creating an illusion of a lack of love. That's what they wanted to create, was like the love that they saw between this King of Cups or King of Wands, and this could be you, or you could be the King of Cups, okay? But they wanted to portray this love in a way where there was no connection. It was just, it was really negative energy that they were sending to your love connection. And it created a lot of friction and confusion. Show me more. Thank you, Divine. Yeah, but I keep seeing this imagery. Somebody's light bulb came on. There was a moment of clarity where it was like, wait a minute, I see what's going on. So this could be you, this could be in your person, where there was this realization that somebody was playing games. A lot of this energy that you were experiencing that felt so difficult or so negative, it was intentionally being sent to you. I feel like there was a vibe of stubbornness. Somebody was being stubborn, and they didn't want to initially admit that this was on such a grand scale as it was, because this was a lesson that you were meant to learn with your beloved, or because of your beloved, okay? But the light bulb came on. But that's what was needed, that level of clarity, in order to break beyond this pattern of stubborn thinking where somebody didn't want to admit that, oh, yeah, you know, there are some negative intentions. There's some bad stuff that is that people are trying to send. I feel like someone did not want to admit that this energy was so intentionally sent to you because they want to believe that everyone has their best interest at heart. And it brings them a lot of pain when they feel like there's anyone around them that has bad intentions that they're sending directly to them or to something that they're involved with. Clarify more for me, Divine. Yeah. Divine is saying to have confidence in everything about your life. That's big. Have confidence in everything about your life. All of your roles. Your role as just yourself and who you are. Your role as a parent or as a child or as a sibling. There may be pressure that you've been feeling to check some boxes regarding tending to someone else. And Divine is suggesting that you ask yourself, is this something that I want to do, or is this something that I'm feeling pressured to do and it really doesn't align with what I want? Okay, be willing to ask yourself that question. There's an unexpected blessing that is going to come to you. But it could come to you from someone that you least expected. For some of you, what Divine is saying is, if there is a group of people that you kind of have not chosen to associate with, or you see in a negative light because of some painful experiences that you've had with people of that group. Like, for example, if you identify as a woman and you've experienced a lot of trauma from other women, whether it's siblings, whether it's old friends or coworkers, you've experienced a lot of pain from this one group. And so you've kind of said in your head, I'm not trying to hang with people like that anymore. I'm not trying to hang with women anymore because they're too catty. They're too bitchy, they're too vindictive, you know. It could be something like that. So it could be a gender group, it could be a racial group. I mean, this is real stuff. I have known people who have said, yes, I'm racist. I don't like this particular group because somebody of this particular group offed my grandfather or something like that, okay? And so they develop a very negative association with that group because of the trauma that they have experienced. If there is something like this that you have felt, and it is very human, okay, and I'm just being very real right now, but if there is something that you have experienced, some sort of dislike or maybe even hatred towards a certain group because you have experienced trauma with someone from that group, Divine is saying to be willing to heal that pain, okay, to understand it, to heal it. Because there is somebody that identifies with that group that is going to bring you a major blessing. So this is just an invitation from Spirit to open up to all of the blessings that Divine has. Okay? And also to heal any pain that might be lingering for you. Beware of a trickster. This was coming through. If you are having any work done on your home, for some of you on your car, beware of someone who says that they can give you a hookup or like it could be a side job. Okay? try to be very thorough in how you have this work done, because I see somebody either working on, this is like a home contractor, a contractor for home improvements, or a mechanic, but it feels like they're trying to cut corners, but somehow they benefit from it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, if you can avoid like patch jobs right now, if you're having any work done, because it could resurface later and be even more expensive. If you can. Okay, if you can. That brings me to money. Okay, Divine is saying to trust your ability to create abundance. There might be something that you've been fearing that you could not accomplish. This goes back to the whole theme, okay? And for me, what the theme of this reading is based on those songs that came through. We built this city and over the rainbow. So with We Built This City, that is Pentacles energy. That is finances. That is your money, your wealth. And you are building something that is so abundant and so prosperous. Divine is saying to trust your ability to manifest abundance through this area of your life, of your creative energy, of what it is that you really want to do. You can make money doing what you really want to do. Divine is saying that there's something that you've been in denial of regarding your potential. Okay? There's something that you are completely able to do, and you may have been limiting yourself. This is a limitation that you've been putting on yourself. It is not something that the universe says you can't do. No. All that's coming through is limitless energy for you as far as what you can manifest. But there's something that you think you can't do. It's that you're denying yourself the credit of being able to do this thing or create this thing or continue building this thing. I feel like for some of you, this is a creative endeavor you've been doing, but you feel kind of like just down about it right now. But Divine says that there's no reason to feel down about it. This is just because of other people's criticism or projections. You know, they see so much in you that they want for themselves, but instead of giving you that credit, they have tried to discredit you and tried to paint you in a light that, like, where your resources are limited. Someone might be saying that you don't have the time, the energy, or the resources to create something, but you do. You have it. So please don't deny yourself of the potential that you actually have access to, which is limitless. Okay? Don't let fear stop you when it comes to your finances. Trust that the universe has got you. Okay, I'm going to close with a... Oh, I was going to close with my star codes, my astro codes, but I must need to pull from this one too, because I picked it up and I didn't really realize it. Okay, that's coming through already. The she-wolf, unleash the wild within. You have a lot of wild, beautiful energy that can empower you. Okay, you're supposed to be summoning your power now, harnessing the energies that you have access to. Alright, don't be afraid of doing something that seems strange to some people or outside the box. We're in the age of Aquarius. We're all supposed to be outside the box. So, whatever it is that you've been saying, oh, it's too weird. It's not. It's not weird at all. What it is it's unique. You know, everybody thinks that what's different, what's outside the box, what's unique is weird. It's not. It's beautiful. And it's just what we need. It's just what the collective needs. Because you got a whole lot of people who will see what you create, who will see you radiating your beautiful, unique light. And that's going to inspire them to be their true self, because they're struggling. They've had the same demons telling them that they couldn't do this, or they couldn't do that, or they weren't enough for this, or sending them the evil eye because they love their love, but they hate that they don't have it. I mean, come on. Yeah, so stargazer, set your sights higher. You've been in denial about what you can really do. Set your sights. That's a mouthful. Set your sights higher, stargazer. Connect with the stars. I know in a lot of the world right now it's very cold, okay? But if you can just go outside for a couple minutes and gaze at the stars, that is going to help you to raise your vibration in a very divine way that reminds you that there is no limit to what you can achieve. The stars are really coming through to you like over the rainbow. This is very cosmic energy. It's very divine. It's so high vibe, so high. It's divine, so it's the highest. And it's beautiful. And it reminds you that you're limitless. Okay? So set your sights higher. There's something that you've been telling yourself you're not capable of. And it may be because someone else initially said this to you and you've been hearing it over and over in your head. Maybe somebody told you that you didn't have what it took to create something or to build something or to maintain a relationship. That's total bullshit. That's all it is. It's just bullshit. And it was sent to you intentionally to bring you down. But you are now summoning your energy and you are aware of your power. Because the stars will remind you. When you forget of what you're capable of, go outside and the stars will remind you that there is no limit to who you are, to who you're becoming, and to what you're able to create. Ashe, I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for tuning in, beautiful being. Please be sure to like, comment, and yeah, leave me something nice, something that, I don't know, resonated with you. All right, if you're comfortable with that. I know some people in my community are introverts like me, and that's completely okay. But please be sure to like and subscribe. And also, if you'd like to book with me, my link is in the description box. I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care.